Let me press record. Okay, welcome everybody, and welcome to our Sky Vision Lounge, where we do live trading analysis 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and we like to see what setups are occurring following a particular process. So I just have a small thought for us today, just to encourage us some more in our trading. It's always important to start small and then grow. So imagine when you start a business, right? You're selling a product or you're offering a service, and you're completely new to it, right? You don't put all, like they say, you won't put all your eggs in that basket, right? Typically speaking, right? So what you normally do, you start small. Maybe you start with 1,000, and then you begin to grow to a 2,000 to 10,000 and above, right? And you begin to scale. But the important thing is that you start small and then you grow. The same thing with your trading. Once you start, don't look at the profits. Don't look at the P&L. Rather, look at the process. That's all we always emphasize. That's all we always emphasize. That is all we always emphasize in our process. I deliberately repeated that again so that we focus on the process. Do not focus on P&L. Focus on the process. As you then begin to grow, you then begin to have more confidence. I mean, a typical example. So supposing your account, you're looking at your account, looking at your account balance, and it's just going up and down, right? But at a point, it begins to get to that steady point where your expenses, right, is totally taken care of. Right, you then get to that level where you have some level of confidence, right? Even though, yes, overall, our confidence is in God. That's our ultimate source. God is our source. But we start from there, start from God's end, look at it from God's perspective, and know that, look, we have all that it takes, and then we can achieve whatever thing we want to achieve. So with your trading, once you follow your process consistently over and over and over again, then you will see those profits come in, right? So let's go into our trading. That was just a small mindset stuff I thought we'll talk about. Right. So we ask 3 questions every time we come to the chart. What are these 3 questions? One is, what did price do overnight? And mind you, when I talk about this trade process, it doesn't matter whether you're using my break of structures or, whatever thing you're using, but put a structure in place. Very, very important, right? That's the key thing here. So what did price do overnight? Where is price now? And what must I see price do before I execute a trade? Those are the 3 questions you need to help you know which direction the market is going, right? And then you then need to decide, am I willing to take a trade in this particular direction? Okay. Just to show us, okay, no, I won't do that one now. So I will do that for the inner circle people. All right. So let's look at what is happening today. I'm trying to expand this and it's not expanding. Okay, it's expanded. All right. So what did price do overnight? You can see this, right? So price started out from the lows here, right? Those in the inner circle, you can see there was a nice bullish engulfing candle there. That's a rejection candle, right? Anyway, price went all the way up, gave you a nice break of structure, right? You can see that break of structure right there. What's happening to this one? Okay. So you see a nice break of structure right there. Okay. And then price, what does price do next? It pulls back. So every time you say, once price gives you a break of structure, what do you expect next? You expect a pullback. And has it pulled back? Yes, it's pulled back. And then what has it done now? It's done this and come all the way to this level. Now, has it broken structure? Yes, it has broken structure. Why? Because we have a break above and a close above right there, right? To the top side. So where is our last valid range? So when you look backwards, look backwards to see where is our last valid range. Our last valid range is between these highs here and these lows here, right? Where we've marked this support level, right? So what are we expecting? We're expecting price to potentially pull back, okay? Maybe even pull back right down to this level here and then go back up. That is what we're expecting. But will price do that? We do not have control over that. So remember, sometime last week we talked about what you have control over and what you do not have control over. Okay, so when we're using the break of structure process, we know that all we're looking for is a pullback, and it's giving us those sense of pullback. Even now, it's still pulling back now. So we're expecting a pullback, and our stop loss is somewhere down here. We're expecting price to go up. Why? Because the process we're looking for trends. So wait, let me draw that again. So trends, we have a series of higher highs and higher lows. So you can see price doing that right in front of you. You can see it happening. It's giving you a break of structure here. It's giving you a break of structure here, giving you a valid range. So you are seeing it happening live. So have the courage to take that trade. Okay? All right. So let's go to the next chart. This is okay. We have quite it's a busy morning for us. Those in the inner circle, we have some trades already taking place. So let's look at what is happening here. So what did price do overnight? What will our question that we like to ask? No, I want to expand it so that I can see it very well. Okay, so what did price do overnight? Price started from somewhere there, right? Pulled back down, pulled up, right? And then came down, went up. Just essentially sideways movement. You can see it happening. It's sideways movement, right? It then comes down to this level here and then gives you this nice bullish engulfing candle. That was around, wow, that was around 4 a.m. Nigerian time, right? Okay, it pulls up and then pulls back down, pulls up, pulls back down, right? All the way down, and then now it's pushing up, right? So what did I see? I saw a nice rejection candle from off these lows, and if you just squeeze it in a little bit, let's squeeze that in. Yeah, you can see it came to these lows, it bounced off from it, came down almost to that lows again, is bouncing off from it. So you can take that leap of faith and say, okay, it looks like this zone here, you don't have to be perfect. It looks like this zone here is a potential support level. Okay, is a potential level that price will hold. Okay, now, so what you then do is that you take that leap of faith and say, okay, given that I'm seeing some strong bullishness, right, I'm expecting price to then push up. Okay, and so we're in a trade. Just for our inner circle members, just to reiterate something for us here, right? So look at what price did from here yesterday. It started giving us a nice trend. Okay, started down there, give us a nice break of structure, pull back, another break of structure, pull back, another break of structure, a pullback, and then a strong break of structure here. Okay, now on this. So typically speaking, when you see a strong move up like this, what do you expect? You expect a pullback. Now look at what it has done. It has pulled back, right? But if you look at it very well, so I want to just bring our attention to the fact that yes, when you get that break of structures, sometimes you can even see that price is hesitant to go lower. Okay, so here it gives you that rejection candle. Okay, gives you a rejection candle, which is what we use in our inner circle for taking a reversal trade. Okay, so it's pushed all the way up, and then look at, so immediately after this rejection candle, what did it give you? It gives you another rejection candle, a doji. Okay, it then pushes up and then pushes back down. But if you look at the distance between your entry, so if you took a sell here, for instance, look at your distance between your entry here and your stop loss, and then what is happening overall, right? So context matters. So what is happening overall? You can see that it's hesitating to push down, right? Unlike gold, what it did yesterday. I think we mentioned this yesterday. Let's look at it again, just for sake of emphasis. Gold, where was gold? Yeah, this was gold yesterday. It pushed up all the way up right from here, very, very enthusiastic. And then from here, it just decided to come back down. And it was forceful. You can see price following through, giving you the signals that I want to go lower. And eventually, it went even further lower. Okay, so on this particular trade now, so you can see price after this big thrust up is hesitating to go lower. Therefore, you can take that leap of faith and say, okay, given that it's showing hesitations here, it's giving me that rejection candle, I can take that trade and then see if price will then go, right? Okay. And as a reminder too for our inner circle members, we remember that we just said any setup at all, any setup that we get is just a potential. It just tells you that there's a probability that price is going to move in that direction. That is all it does, right? It doesn't guarantee that that particular trade, that one trade will work, right? It doesn't guarantee that this particular trade will work this time. However, it guarantees that over a series of trades, that's why we emphasize on process, over a series of trades, over and over and over and over again, then you have a potential, that's where you have your potential to see those profits you're looking for. Okay, right. So here, what did price do overnight? Price went down first, came back up, came down, give us a nice break of structure there, pulls back, right? You can see the price action happening live, right? If you're trading at that time, right? You see a pullback. This is all we're looking for, right? When we're trading, we're looking for trend to occur, right? We don't so much like when price is just going sideways, right? It's not fun trading in that. In fact, I don't even advise trading in those zones except you're really good at it. But generally speaking, it's so easy. Once price is just, giving you lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, or higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. It's so easy to just participate in that trade. Okay. Then what does it do? So price was coming down, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, right? And then here it gives you what? A big engulfing candle, that's one. And then two, it also gives you a break of structure right there. So that will give you almost a like those people who like to say, I like confirmation, right? So it's giving you a double confirmation. One, it's rejecting these lows, right? Breaking this structure that was coming down, and then it's giving you, okay, yeah, so it's giving you this rejection candle, it's rejecting these lows, it's broken that structure there. So you can say to yourself, right, that there is a potential that price will actually move up, right? So the other thing I want to even emphasize again is look at this. Look at how long it took price to move. Let's mark that zone. What will I use to mark it? Okay, let me use the pen. Right, let me use the pen. So it took price from here, from this high here, to move down to these lows. How long did it take it? It took one, okay, let's even say from this candle here. This was the first time it got there. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It took 6 30-minute candles to just get to these lows, right? Now, how many candles did it take it to go from these lows back to these highs? Just one candle. So what story does that tell you? It tells you that there's a lot of momentum on this particular push up here. So if one candle can do that, then that means there's likelihood that this price would then potentially move further up. Okay, but will it do that? That's the question. It could decide that, oh, okay, I'm just moving sideways for a little while and then I'll go back down. It can do that, right? But you just have to take what we call that leap of faith that, okay, I'm seeing, this is what I'm seeing. This is this potential story this price action is telling me. And then I just position myself and take that trade in the position, in the direction that I see price acting, right? Beautiful. Okay, let's move faster now. Enough of all this. Okay, anyway, that's for our inner circle members. So, oh, pound Aussie. Oh, wow. Look at pound Aussie is just falling, falling, falling. Okay, so what did price do overnight? This is very nice trend. You can see this. So if you are there here during Asia session, right, price moved down, nice break of structure, a pullback, right? You can see your pullback there. Then break structure again, small pullback, break structure. Now he's hesitating, he's doing something. We don't know what he wants to do. There's some hesitations, whether it will break further down, right? Or whether it will then begin to come back up, right? But you can see a nice trend higher highs, or well, okay, in this case, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. You have to train your eyes to see it and then to position where you're going to take your entry from. Okay, let's look at the next one. Oh, Euro USD. Okay, very nice. This is moving very nicely. So it started from here, push up a bit, came back down, then give you a nice break of structure there. Or if you didn't take that one, we can take this bigger one, break of structure here, right? And the good thing is that this trading, you can take it from any direction, any, like they say, any, there's more than one way to do your analysis. Okay, so you can be very granular, right? And just say, okay, this is my break of structure here, right? And you can decide that, okay, no, I don't want to take this small one. I want to take this big one. That's totally fine as well. But the important thing is that you follow a consistent process every time. Follow a consistent process every time. So you have a break of structure here as well, and then price has moved up here. So what do we expect? We expect price to pull back potentially and then continue up. That's what we expect. Where's our line in the sand? Our line in the sand is right here. Okay. Okay, I have two more pairs to just check. What's this one? GPP JPY. Okay, GPP JPY. No, why am I calling GPP JPY? Pound USD. Okay, so it's gone down, it's gone up, come up, pull down, and then gone up. So what are we expecting? A pullback, and then we expect price to continue going up. Where is our line in the sand? This is our line in the sand right here. After this break of structure here. Right? Okay. The last one now, USD yen. Okay, USD yen, what's USD yen doing? Well, just some up and down. So break of structures here, very nice. It's pushed back down. Now it's pushed up. It did not, well, it wicked it, but we did not have a break above and a close above, right? I like to see a body close above the last zone there. So anyway, it's pushed down now and then it's done this, and then it's beginning to do something like this. Okay. So let's see if this will actually push it up or if it's just going to go sideways. All right, beautiful. Do we have any questions? Let me check the chat to see if there's any question inside the chat. Okay, good. Right, good. So please keep practicing, and just continue to take that leap of faith, keep growing, and we'll see at the New York session. Thank you very much.